Welcome to another meeting of TV Holics Anonymous. Welcome to another meeting of TV Holics Anonymous. My name is Ruru and I am a TV Holic.
My name is Mimi and I'm a TV Holic.
Okay. So this is episode 9 of season 5 of Singles Inferno. So let's get
into
going.
it. Okay.
Yeah.
So we left off where Mina-sue, it was Mina-sue, Seung-il, Hee-sun, and Soobin were in the helicopter.
Yeah.
And Hee-sun was like, "Oh, I'm feeling sick, like motion sickness." So he took her hand and he was doing the what's it called? The
reflexology kind of thing.
Reflexology thing. And
yeah.
So he was holding her hand, and then Mina-sue looks over. Yeah, Mina-sue looks over, and the host, it cuts to the host going, "Wow, she noticed."
Yeah, they were like freaking
and they're getting
out.
like really excited.
Because they knew, we all knew she was going to notice everything. Yeah. She notices everything.
As soon as she notices, she makes this face, like looking straight ahead, like annoyed face.
I can't believe she told Seung-il.
And then she nudged Seung-il. Yeah, she nudged Seung-il to show him. But that's her like awkwardness coming out of like she doesn't know what to do in the situation. So she has to do something. So she's like, "I'm okay with it. I don't mind. Let me show Seung-il, like, it's okay. Like, it doesn't bother me," kind of thing. So then Soobin then takes it further because he grabs Hessen's head and then he places it on his shoulder, and then he covers her eyes to keep the sun out. Because I noticed they did that on one of the other.
Do you think that Soobin is like doing this on purpose because she's like right next to him as well? Because she really pissed him off this whole trip.
I don't think so. Yeah, maybe, but not in terms of like making her jealous. I don't think. I mean, making her jealous because that is what would happen.
I think it's a bonus. Yeah, I think it's a bonus
because that's what would happen. But I don't think he's doing it with her, making her jealous so that she turns to him and he wants her. I think it's just, I'm going to make her jealous because I know she likes me and it's going to irritate her.
Yeah, and because she's wronged me so many times. Yeah.
Yeah.
Revenge.
So then Mina-sue's still got her eyes on all that. She sees all of that. And then the hosts are like, surely having seen all this, Mina-sue's like, will give up on him. Like, it's enough to make her give up on him. The female host then one of the female hosts says that she has a bad feeling because again, they're watching it like us. She's like, well, there's so many episodes left still.
Oh yeah.
There must be more to come. So she's like, I have a feeling something's going to happen because otherwise it would have been like the end episodes within the next 2 or something.
Something did.
And apparently there's 3 more nights or something, they say. So the sad contestants are left at Inferno. They're all there having something to eat. And then Sung-min's like, they're all like so depressed sitting there eating together.
And then Sung-min's like, place. Lovely. It's beautiful.
No, but it's so nice. The setting is so nice, but there's such a damper. The mood is like very glum. It's like gloomy. And so Sung-min comments like, the weather is so nice, and Minji's like, yeah, she's just looking out towards the weather. But Sung-min's not the one to try and change the mood around. Like, please, I'm sorry, you don't have that kind of energy, mate. You're like boring energy. So Minji's looking really sad because she's obviously thinking about Seung-il a lot. But then the hosts are like, "Don't worry, Seung-il's coming back and he's made up his mind. So like, hold your horses. It's going to happen."
So has Minji.
Yes. So he's, in the hosts are like, well, Seung-il obviously gave up on Mina-sue. He likes Minji. He's coming back. He's going to tell her. So Minji, stop being sad. Like, you're going to be fine. Yeah. He's going to come back and he's going to come for you. The Paradise couples end up coming back, and then Sung-min, this is where he jumps out of his seat and makes a beeline for Go-eun and doesn't even let her come into the kitchen area. And he goes past her and says, "Join me." And Hyun-woo was with her, so they obviously let go of their hands. And he turns around and he goes like, "Hey, like, you just left me," kind of thing. Yeah. And she's like, "Oh, I didn't even get a chance to say hi to everyone when Sung-min took her away."
And she's like, "Do we have to right now?"
Huh?
He's like, "Do we have to? Is it important that we do right now?"
So he's like, he asks, "How was the trip? Did you have fun?" And she's like, "Do you want to do this right now? Like, couldn't it have waited?"
Yeah.
And then he's like, no, I couldn't wait any longer. So then I-geon and Hyun-woo are obviously looking at that whole moment happening, and they're like licking their wounds in the kitchen and like really sad and being like, annoyed. Huh?
They look pissed because that loser Sung-min, the boring loser,
nabbed her.
Yeah.
So then Sung-min carries on and says, like, "Tell me, how was it all? How was Paradise? Like, how did you feel?" And she was like, "Yeah, it was okay." She said, "No change for me," which did you take that as like she meant like Hyun-woo hasn't tanned my hair?
Yeah,
Kind
yeah,
of thing?
yeah,
Like,
yeah,
I still like you. Yeah.
yeah.
So then Sungmin's really well. I thought that as well because then Sungmin was really happy when he heard that straight away.
God.
And yeah, Go-eun says in her confessional that I guess I was just really surprised that Hyun-woo came on to me so strongly.
Yeah, it was so
And
gross
then
and cringy.
they showed the flashback because we saw the thing about tucking the hair behind the ears, but then they also
Oh,
showed a bit where he held her hand in the
yeah,
helicopter.
in the helicopter. That was like so like too much.
Yeah, it was weird. It was weird.
And couldn't he just pick up on the cues that she looked so uncomfortable and she just kept
Yeah,
looking out the window and then he kept staring at her.
it's not nice. Yeah, it's really uncomfortable. Like you should know.
Oh, he's a
Any
serial
guy
killer.
needs to know. Guys need to know when they're making a girl feel uncomfortable. Like they need to
Yeah,
learn how to pick up on cues. Like
yeah, and you
that's
can't
a
just like
skill.
grab a girl.
That's a skill you need to learn. As soon as you get that with that they're uncomfortable, back off, mate. Back off.
Mm-hmm.
So then she says in her confessional that the way he expressed his interest was a bit much at times. I was still in the process of getting to know him, but he was acting like he was on a date with someone who had already expressed that they had feelings for him. So she was like, I
Yeah,
never told him I liked him, so why did he keep on
yeah,
like
yeah,
being
yeah.
forceful,
Yeah, you
right?
don't need to explain that. We understand that.
So then Sungmin says, I'm going to take action as I see it fit now, because he's like, I've got the green light, I guess.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. You
And
don't need
she's
to
like, what?
every after they do certain things, you don't need to explain every little bit. Like, as in, some things are like really obvious. You're just
No,
wasting
I know,
like
but
time.
but it just like makes sense to me because like he was like green light, go. Like I'm gonna do this, and he's like I'm gonna keep you to myself now. So he was like, I thought about this yesterday, and I was talking to the others, and I realized you're so popular now. He always says that. He's like, all of these guys always say this, like you're so
No, they mean
popular.
by popular they mean there's like a lot of guys are
Hot.
into you. A lot of guys
Yeah,
are
I know
into you.
that's
A
what
lot of people
they
are into
mean,
you.
but is that like are they trying to be flattering? Like if someone told me that, I
Yeah,
wouldn't be flattered.
they're trying to be no, and they're trying to say that oh you're so popular, like I'm worried, like do you still want to be with me? It's kind of like clingy, like gross behavior.
Yeah. Like, but then it comes across as jealous, like, oh my god, why are you so
Yeah,
bothered
yeah.
about? It's about who
But
I like.
some people like the jealousy, like oh like my man's jealous, like
And I guess they're quite young, so they might like it still. So they
some
show
of
a
them are not
scene.
very young. Some of them are not that young.
And some of them are not, but these two are fairly young. So they show a scene from the night before, when they're in the guys' dormitory, and Sungmin are like is opposite from I-geon, I think, and he's asking I-geon if his mind is made up, and I-geon says straight away, yes, and then Sungmin says, "Do we overlap in the person that we like?" And he was like, "Yeah, I think we do."
Yeah,
So they both know that they like Go-eun. Um, and then that got Sungmin a bit shook, I think, in that moment because he was like,
yeah,
"Oh no, I
yeah.
really got
That's
to
why he
try
went
hard."
to Go-eun.
Yeah. So he was like, if you'd come back and told me, Sungmin says, if you'd come back and told me that you'd had a change of heart, having gone there, and you like Hyun-woo, then things may be a little different right now. But I'm happy to hear that you haven't changed your mind, so I'm really glad. So Sungmin, at this point, I think he thinks he's the one, because she didn't say anything about I-geon.
Yeah, yeah,
Like
yeah.
she hasn't really said anything about I-geon to Sungmin
Yeah,
at
but
all.
he is number one, like right now, because he's always with her. Like he doesn't give anyone else like an inch to get in
But
there.
I also, in some way, I don't understand their connection. Like I think later on maybe it's explain it better. But we never
Because
see, we don't really see it a lot because
their connection is because she just feels like he's the first guy she went with, and also like he suffocated her this whole time, and she hasn't got the chance to know anyone else. So all she knows is him, and all so she likes him because
I mean, she has had a
from
chance to get
default.
to know other people,
Yeah,
but
but not very well. Not as much as him. He's been monopolizing her time, and he's
she
so
likes it.
boring.
She likes it clearly.
God, I'd run away if I was her.
Um, so he knows that. So I think in this moment, Sungmin knows that I-geon likes Go-eun, but
Yeah,
he's not expressed that she likes him. So he's like, yes, I'm the one. Like, who,
yeah,
like
yeah,
whatever,
yeah, yeah,
I-geon. Even though you like her,
yeah,
she ain't gonna be for you. So then the female host one of the female hosts reminds the others that she did say she was certain about his feelings towards him last time they talked. So it does make sense that she's saying all this. She also says that she wanted to keep him on his toes. So what else was he meant to think? Like he must think that she likes him. So then
yeah.
Da-hee, one of the hosts, says, I think she likes I-geon as well, but she made it sound like Sungmin
Sunman did what? What did he do? That
so
Sunman
basically,
did.
Dahi's like I think she likes I-geon, but she's not saying it properly to Sungmin. We have no idea. Like she didn't.
Didn't
I
work.
don't know. We have no idea what basically Da-hee doesn't know what she meant by those
Yeah,
comments that she made earlier to keep you on your
yeah,
toes. Like, what does that
yeah.
mean?
They're really boring. These two are really boring. Should we move on to
So,
and
Sungmin says that things are really about to get interesting from now. I think he thinks that there's going to be more to come. I've really been looking forward to today. So she
yeah,
says,
he's
okay.
really boring. Let's just cut it. Let's cut this scene because he's really
Uh,
boring. I hate him. What?
uh,
What you get?
So I-geon's basically saying like I didn't want to look at. He was saying in his confessional when Go-eun came in with Sungmin that I didn't really want to look at them because I was worried that they really like each other. So he wasn't looking at them. But he was like, I'm going to have a conversation as soon as she gets back. So then Minji decides to approach Mina-sue straight away. I thought she was going to go to Seung-il straight away.
Yeah, me
I wasn't
too. That's what
expecting
I
this
thought.
at
Yeah,
all.
yeah, yeah, me too. This
So
is the main event. This is the main event. We didn't need to know about all those boring two.
yeah.
That oh my god.
So Minji goes to Mina-sue and first she hugs her, which also I found really like in the moment I was like, what's gonna happen? Because she was like, hi. It was like
No,
a
I could tell that
cold,
was a passive aggressive hug.
but it was a
I could tell.
cold hug.
No, no,
Exactly.
I could see it was a passive aggressive hug. But
Yeah,
Mina
that's
Sue
what I
didn't clock
thought.
it there. Mina Sue didn't
No,
clock
no,
it
no.
right away.
And then they held hands and they walked out. But Minji like asked Mina-sue straight away, like, how's paradise? And Mina-sue starts with, honestly, listen to me. She's never honest. That's her go-to phrase when she
Oh,
says, honestly,
please.
I think this. Honestly isn't giving her time to think. Like when she says that word,
I've
it's so
noticed that
annoying.
people that say honestly, they're always lying because
Yeah, yeah. That's what I mean.
they're trying to validate what they're saying. They're
That's
trying to, you know,
exactly because every time she says honestly, nothing true comes out of her mouth. But she was like, it was fun. I'm not so sure now though. Oh, for God's sake, so annoying. Minji says, I actually wanted you to go with Seung-il because every time I tried to ask him, he wouldn't give me a straight answer. So I wanted you to go there, talk to you, and get to know you, chat and clarify things in his mind. Um, if you had said to me, but she then says to Mina-sue that if you had said to me before that you were curious about him, having talked to him, and I really want to go to paradise with him, I would have told you, go have fun together, like enjoy yourselves, don't worry about me. But instead, you were like, don't worry, I like Subin. And then out of nowhere, you're talking about Hyun-woo and then Sungmin too. Like I was so glad she dropped
yeah,
all these people's names
yeah, she
because
should
we're
have done
all
this a
thinking this.
long time ago.
I
I was so
loved
happy.
it.
I was clapping my hands,
And
by the way.
sometimes with these things you never get like full you never get the full pleasure out of it because people forget things, but the fact that she
Yeah,
mentioned Sungmin and everyone, the whole list of them, was so fun.
yeah,
So I was like, so she was like, you were feeling all these things for all these other people. So I was like, hang on, what the hell? Like, what's her deal? Is she going from guy to guy? Is she going to approach Seung-il next? I was so confused, and you didn't
yeah.
explain anything.
Yeah, when she was saying that, you could see Mina Sue's like the
Yes.
mind like not
Yeah,
moving
yes. Her eyes were like moving
yeah,
around and
yeah,
thinking,
darting, and
how am I
she's
going to handle
thinking about
this?
her next move. Yeah, she'll think
Yeah.
about her next move.
She was like, I can totally see how you could see it that way, Mina-sue says. And then Minji says, that's why I thought I need to talk to her. I can't keep the anger, like holding this anger inside. I have to talk to you first, which is
I
good.
love,
Like,
yeah, I love her because she's so
that's,
honest.
it's so straightforward as well. Like,
Yeah,
it's good that she wants to, calm her anger down as well.
yeah,
So then Minji says, I just really want to know what you're feeling right now. Who are you set on? Like, she wants some clarity. And then the host, Da-hee, says, they really do need to have it out. They're looking at this scene and they're like, you know what, just go for
yeah.
it.
I think they're so happy, but they have to keep it like within them that they're happy
Yeah,
about the whole
because they have their feelings as
situation.
well, and this is
Yeah,
like,
they're
yes, so
true for our
satisfying.
feelings basically. They don't
Yes.
like Mina Sue.
So Mina-sue says, I have liked Seung-il from the start. I just never told you. It's not that I've been jumping around from one guy to another. I don't think I have. She's like that. No, you have. Minji says, okay, so you were just curious about all of them. And she says, kind of, but no, it wasn't even that. I was curious about all of them. Minji's like, what? And then she starts
Nothing
laughing.
after. This
She
is
starts
nothing
laughing.
after.
Yeah, she's like laughing. She's like, so you're not curious about them? I don't get it. She like, as in, that's even worse if you're not curious about them. What were you doing then?
She's now clocked on that. Look, she's just going to keep lying and lying and going around in circles
Yeah.
and trying to like confuse me.
Yeah. So then Mina-sue's like, I've only been curious about a select few, like 4, okay?
Whatever.
But actually, on my first day, I gave a postcard to Seung-il, and since you both look so close after that, it wasn't easy for me to tell you about little things that went on between me and him. Like when she said that as well, like, what do you mean little things that went on between?
You know
Stop
what?
stirring up shit.
You know what? Yeah, she could just squash this right now and say, "Look, we went to paradise and nothing happened, and
Yeah,
we don't need to
but
each
she
other."
wanted to say extra
She's
stuff.
Yeah,
to
she's
annoy her.
always hated Minji, and she's always tried
Yes,
to point against Minji because
you're right.
Minji is the girl that she pretends to be all the time,
Yeah, and
and
Minji
she
is
wants
like,
her life. Basically, she
yeah,
wants her life.
yeah. You could just see it's like ever since the beginning, it's always been like Minji versus Mina-sue, but passive. But this is where it's come to a head.
Yeah, but I don't think Minji thought that in the beginning. Like she wasn't trying
No,
to compete
no, no,
against
no,
her.
no, no, and no, yeah, but no, we could see it from a periphery,
Yeah,
and because of the work Mina-sue was doing behind the scenes,
yeah,
all her work.
you're so correct.
So she was like, yeah. So I didn't find it easy to tell you things about me and him, and all the other girls chat in the room and stuff. So it wasn't easy for me to muscle in between you two. That's why I never said anything to you about it. And then Minji's looking around everywhere and acting very like she's trying to act like really strong and assertive and push and like she's doing all this like hair flicking and like
No,
okay I got this I got this.
no. Okay, this is what I thought. Yeah, I felt like she was gonna start bullying her because it's the Korean way. That's what happens in schools and
Oh,
stuff
I
like that.
did have like
All
a
the
thought as
workplaces.
well. I
But
did have a Billy
I
thought.
think she was reining herself in
Yeah.
because she knows she's on worldwide television. But if it was me, I'd be full blown bullying this crazy
Yeah,
bitch.
you
Like,
have to be aware there's literally a camera right in front of you.
yeah, that's what she was. You could see she was holding herself back so much because, like, with the patting on the shoulder and all that, and like hugging and things like that, she really
Yeah.
wanted to crush her and like
But
punch
that's
her in
what I
the
mean.
face.
So
Okay?
she's trying to be strong in the moment. Like she's like you can
No, I
see her
don't think
like
she's going to be
seething at her
strong.
teeth, like
No,
like
no, I don't
holding
think
it
she's.
in, trying to
I,
hold it in her anger.
yeah, I don't think she's trying to be strong. I think she's trying to control
That's what I mean.
the
Yeah.
way the anger is like coming out. You know, but she
Yeah.
doesn't look
But
like
she's trying to be like assertive about it. She's trying to just give the facts and be like, I'm not gonna get redirected. I'm not gonna like. I'm just
yeah.
gonna be
Because
assertive
people
about
get
the
cancelled for
situation.
bullying. There's huge bullying
Yeah.
scandals like what's it called? Pop idols and stuff like that.
Yeah.
K-pop idols and stuff like get cancelled and like their whole career goes down the drain for that if people find out they were bullying people at school and
Yeah.
stuff like that and get exposed.
So then Minji's like, yeah, I'm sure she was trying to throw her a bone. She was like, yeah, I'm sure you were walking on eggshells. And then she puts an arm around Mina-sue.
I
And
love
then
that.
she says, yeah,
Boss
and then
move.
that's like, but that's also exactly but
Yeah.
that's also like
High confidence.
I'm like I'm taking
I'm the
charge
queen.
of the
I'm the
situation.
queen. She says
Yeah,
queen later.
yeah. So Mina then says, I really didn't want to step on your toe, so I just thought, oh well, it's unfortunate, but I won't get to know him right now. But that made me disappointed in myself because the whole point of coming on the show is to make romantic connections. And the fact that I was holding myself back from doing that, I felt like I was cowardly. Like she's trying to make herself the victim. She's trying to make herself the victim. So then Minji's like, oh, don't feel bad. My man's hot. Like, what can I say?
Yes, I love that. Another boss move. Yeah.
So then Minji's like, so where do your feelings, again, this is like the third time she's asking her, so where do your feelings stand now after everything? Because every time she's asked her, Mina-sue goes on this tangent. So where do your
Yeah.
feelings stand now after everything? I know the decision is up to Seung-il, really, ultimately, but I'm curious about your feelings. Who do you have feelings for? Who are you still interested in? And Mina-sue's like, to be honest, I'm still interested in all three. God.
She's such a
She
fucking
says,
lion, and I
I
can't.
know.
Yeah.
She's like, I know I probably come across as someone who wavers, but it's just who I am. Minji smiles like through gritted teeth and says,
Yeah.
yeah, it's just who you are. Like, this is how I am, and I can't help it either, I guess. And then all the hosts are like, wow, Minji is so cool.
Yeah, because they know what she's holding back. They know she's holding back. Because they're holding back too. They're holding back.
Yeah. So then she's like, Mina-sue says, it feels like Subin was like my first love because he was the first person I went to paradise with. Seung-il was very straightforward with me, and he said that there were only two people he wanted to get to know, you and me. She says, I think my feelings will change depending on Seung-il's decision, which is so weird.
Such a stupid
I
thing
thought
to say.
straight away, I was like, weird. And Minji obviously thought that as well. She was like, well, you're being fickle again. You're wavering, and like, you're being silly with like the way you're talking, kind of thing. And Mina-sue agrees at first, but
Then she thinks about it for a
there's more
second.
proof. In my mind, it's more proof that she would only ever pick someone who's interested in her. That's why she has to keep them all. She has to keep them juggling, all of them, because
No, but
I need you interested in me. I need you interested in me. She's
it's also
desperate.
because she doesn't want anyone else to be. She doesn't want them to be interested in any other girls. She
Like,
doesn't want the other girls to be happy.
it
That's
makes
the
no
whole
sense.
problem.
Like, that's not what you're on the program for, because then what? You might as well just wait in the corner whilst the guy picks you.
Yeah, but she's got a
Wait,
personality
his
disorder.
decision's got nothing to do with your mind and your decision.
Anyway, she's got a personality disorder. That's why, like, this is not normal behavior. Like, I don't know who thinks it's
Let's
normal
just say
behavior.
that's your personality disorder.
She does have a personality disorder.
I don't know.
It's normal behavior. Do you come across people like this on a daily basis in your life? No,
I don't
because
know.
it's
I
not
don't know.
normal. I know I've dealt with a person like this, and I know it's not normal behavior. I know this person did everything in her power to make me look like a demon in front of like all the males that I knew.
Yeah. Okay. Well, yeah, I've not really come across it, but so then Minji puts it perfectly when she says, "What I'm hearing is that you're like any guy that likes you." Let me just make it. And Mina-sue's like, "Yes, that's true. I like guys who like me." Oh my
What a
god,
dummy!
it's
What a
getting
dummy!
so bad. It's such a weird way to be. Like most guys will like you because you're pretty. So then, what does that mean? So you're just gonna go with all of them, anyone?
No, I
She's a
think
pretty girl. She's a pretty girl, so they're gonna be
she's very
attracted to her.
ugly. Her personality makes her so ugly to me.
No, but I'm saying in the general world, they don't know you're not attracted to her. You're not going to go out with her, but you may overlook it if you were attracted to her as well, because that's what men do. Like that's what girls do. So even girls do that. So, but it's just like so the whole world's going to be attracted to you because on face value you're attracted. So you're just gonna. What are you going to do then? You still have a problem because they all like you.
She's gonna date the whole world, apparently.
Yes, but then is that what I don't get it. So then the hosts don't understand why Seung-il is still on her list, like after everything. Like she didn't pick up on the vibe at all.
No,
he was like, "I'm ready to go to Inferno." He was like, "I'm done with this." He threw in the towel, and she still thinks that she has a chance with him. Like it doesn't make any sense.
I don't understand her. Like it's because
crazy behavior.
I think she knows, but she's not willing to admit it to Minji because she doesn't want Minji to have the satisfaction.
Yes, maybe that's what it is. Yes, I think that's what it is. Because you have to have known.
Because even when in her interview, she's had so many passive aggressive digs, like in the past, about Minji, and then she's also bitched about Minji to many people on the show as well.
I'm really excited about this reunion. Like, I want to see if they're going to do a segment for those two. They're going to do a segment like for those two.
I'm just saying, I'm going to be binging the whole thing on the weekend. Everything.
Okay. So, also, she paid zero attention to Seung-il the whole time they were in paradise. What makes you think that he thinks that you liked him? Like, you didn't show that you liked him. He also clearly showed he didn't like you. So what is going on in your crazy mind?
Well, he was trying at first. Even right at the end, he was still trying, and then he just gave up. Yeah. He's quite dumb. He's quite dense.
She's got no she doesn't know how. She has no idea of how she comes across. I don't know.
She's a demon.
So the hosts are basically confused about why Mina-sue is saying like she's acting like Seung-il's still an option.
During the club, we're as confused as they are. I really want to talk to them.
Yeah. So then, yeah, I know. So then Han-hae, the one next to Jin-young, the host, also says what we just said. He's like, I think it's because she's a kind of type of person. It's because of the conversation that she's having with Minji. She doesn't want to let her win, so she can't back down against her. That's exactly what we thought. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that.
And then the female host is like, I'm trying to understand where she's coming from because she's only carried a torch for one person from the start. Like to them, it's like Subin, and it's so obvious.
Yeah, we all know that.
Yeah.
A little thing for Seung-il as well. She did have a little thing for Seung-il, but
yeah. But then one of the other hosts was like laughing. He was like, "It's not carrying a torch because if you like other people, you're not carrying a torch for someone. There's not one you're specifically carrying a torch for." So then Minji says, "Look, I hope you can make your mind up sooner rather than later. That would be nice." Passive aggressive. So like, it'd be nice if you could just make your mind up, please. Like, like you're like such a simpleton person. Like, get your shit together and tell me what's going on with your mind. That's basically what she's trying to say.
Not a simpleton. She's clearly like calculating B.
But so she says that after Minji says that, it would be great if you can make up your mind. And Mina-sue's like, yeah, I still have no idea. And Minji's like, she just screamed. This is when Minji's like, out of frustration.
She did that to piss off Minji, obviously.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
To turn the knife.
So then she's like, "Oh, I'm sorry. I just wish someone would hurry up and make the decision for me. Then I'd go with that." What is happening?
And victim. She's like victimizing herself as well, which I really hate.
So now I'm hearing this back. Like I watched it in the moment and I thought, like, this is crazy. But now I'm saying it again, like all this victim mentality and all this stuff. Like, it's crazy. It's even worse to me now that I'm reading it again. Minji's like, you're funny, but what she means to say is you're an idiot.
Well,
Like, you're not
the
funny.
devil.
You're an
You're the
idiot.
devil.
Yeah. So then Minji
Demon.
says, like, you have to make a decision for yourself. I don't think you know yourself. How can you be in a relationship if you don't know yourself?
Yes,
I know
Minji,
my
wow.
own. Yeah, she's like, I know my own feelings. I already know who I am. I'm sure it would be fun to talk to other guys, but I don't think I'd be awkward like this with the others. The fact that I'm only awkward with Seung-il tells me that I like him the most. Hint, hint.
Yes,
So
that's
do
so
you have an idea?
normal. That's a normal way to be.
Yeah. So then the hosts say the two of them are really starting to butt heads. Like, I think they think it's going to blow up into something really big. And
Yeah,
even
they're
I
gonna think
thought at
that.
some point
Yeah,
the
yeah. Me
emotions are
too.
really high.
I was like, punch her,
Minji had had
Minji,
enough.
punch her.
Minji.
I was like, slap that bitch.
Oh
Slap
my
her.
god.
Slap some
Oh
sense
my god.
right back into that girl.
Seriously, she needs to be turned upside down or something. Like, put it back in its place, the brain. Like, it's fallen out.
No, I don't think there was ever any much brains left there. I
So
think it was
then
always
Mina-sue
jumbled.
says, well, I wouldn't. So she got irritated by the fact that obviously she said, you don't know yourself. So then she's like, well, I wouldn't exactly say that I don't know myself. It's more like different people can bring out different versions of me. Since the guys are different, I tend to look at each version of myself, but I tend to look at which version of myself I like the most when I'm with each one of them.
Okay, what are you schizophrenic now? Schizophrenic now? Like, what's going on? Like, multiple personality?
Which, no, I do understand. Like, take away everything else that she's done. I do understand the concept of, someone bringing out the best in you. That's what she's trying to say. But
No, she's trying to say
I
that
don't think
people
you can base
bring
the
out different
relationship.
parts of me. Like, as in, I'm a different way with this guy, and I'm a different way with that guy, and I'm
Yeah.
a
So,
different
but I think
personality
she's
with
trying
that
to
guy.
say like, okay, yeah. So it's a bit it's like a bit confusing, the statement. But I
It's a bit
understand. Like,
convoluted.
I understand that you sometimes want to look at someone who could bring the best out of you, not the worst out of you. But yeah, the fact that she's saying different versions, she's not saying that really. So yeah, I guess you're right. So the announcement of the girls' challenge comes up. So this is a paradise. This is a challenge to go to paradise, not a meal date. Thank God, because the meal dates are
Yeah.
boring. So then the two of them quickly get up, and Minji says, I haven't even talked to Seung-il. Oh no, like we're
Yeah,
gonna
and
go
I
for
thought
the
that was so annoying. Like, she didn't get
girls'
to talk to
challenge.
Seung-il, and they
Yeah.
doo-doo-doo.
Yeah. So then, well, it was her choice to speak to. There's always that risk.
Yeah.
And Mina-sue's left alone. Like, she lets Minji go ahead, and she's left alone outside, and she starts breathing heavily and like crying and
Yes,
kind
now
of
this
having
was the
like a.
most
I thought she was
pure
gonna have a panic
fake
attack.
ass bitch cry that I've ever seen. And she went right to the camera and did it. She turned right to the camera and did it. And then,
No, I don't think it was a fake cry. I don't think it was a
no,
victim
it
cry.
was
I
because
think it was a frustration cry.
that girl that
I
I
think it was like
knew,
an
yeah.
angry cry.
Excuse me, do you know how many times this girl has cried? And then she also fake fainted for attention as well. Fake fainted, yeah. And then she fake cried with
Allegedly.
Sung-hun. And
Allegedly.
I'm not gonna.
No, that's not allegedly.
I'm not allegedly saying
But
that.
but
I know
no,
that
but
she
she
did.
seemed like because she was angry with the statement that Minji made. I think it was more like
Yeah, I don't
I
think.
think she was doing
No,
angry crying as well. There was a
no, I
bit of
don't think she was doing
frustration in
angry
her.
crying. I don't think she's capable of that. I think she got upset about it. She was angry, and then she thought strategically, "I'm going to have a moment, and everyone's going to hate her because they're going to see me crying on camera, and the whole world's going to hate Minji and think she bullied me." Because she went straight. She turned.
Yeah.
I've watched this twice now. Okay, because yesterday I watched it again to like recap this with you. So I noticed that she turned straight to the camera and then went. And then there was no
Yeah.
real tears coming out of her
You're
eyes
probably right
once.
because I think
And
the
like that.
average viewer's mind after that point, after the crying bit, she did kind of seem calmer with all her next moves. So it probably was
Yeah.
planned, like you said, because
Yeah.
she wasn't the drama. I feel like thereafter. So and then, anyway,
Mm.
so she wipes her tears and then she eventually goes to meet everyone. So
And then the hosts felt bad for her.
the confessionals come up. And she was like, look, it was all fine, the conversation. Even the comments when she insinuated that it was testing the waters with every guy. I could understand why she thought that way because she's the type of all in on one kind of guy kind of person. So I get that. But after all that, she kept going on about how I didn't know myself and that was why I was acting this way. That really offended me. I thought that was extremely disrespectful to her say that to my face. I found that hurtful. That's why I exploded later and started like crying. That was the one comment that she said to me that I couldn't let slide. So
I'm
when you
happy
say that I
she
couldn't
poked
let
you.
it slide, what did you do? So that means that if you can't let something slide, you've got a plan,
Yeah.
right? Like when
And the plan was to
someone
make
says
her look
that,
like a bully by
she could have
crying
stopped
at the
that. She could
camera.
have stopped that saying that's why I was crying and being the victim. But when you say I'm not going to let it slide, that means that you're going to get revenge or something,
Yeah,
right?
that was her revenge. I'm going to make her look like a bully. But little does she know, we're not stupid. We're not stupid. The whole
Hey.
world's not stupid.
So, and also, you just can't play the victim when people call you out on your shit. Like, if
Yeah.
it's the truth. It's how you come across to people. Like, this is the way you come across to other people. People are just saying that. So change your ways.
Oh my God, they can't. People like that can never change their ways. I know from experience from that girl.
She's just saying like, you hurt my feelings by the way you moved. So she's expressing herself, Minji. You can't get upset about that. And
I
she's
think Mindy
confused
just
because you
needs to
keep.
stay away from her. Everyone needs to stay away from her. Everyone on the planet. She's dangerous. People like that are dangerous. Like they're capable of anything to get what they
Yeah,
want.
she's trying to get inside your brain. Like you're moving weirdly. So she's like, "What is it? Like you can't make decisions. Why can't you make decisions?" She's trying to figure you out. So then the host. So this is when the hosts get all like feel bad for her. So Da-hee says that she can understand why Mina-sue feels this way, but Minji only made that comment based on the fact that Mina-sue said she doesn't understand her own. She doesn't even understand her own feeling, her own
Yeah, but yeah,
mind, and how it
yeah,
works.
you know what I think in this situation? They agree with Minji, but they don't want to come
Yeah,
across as like they're bullying her,
yeah,
like Minji might have come across. So they're worried about the optics, yeah. So they're kind of like, but they're trying to defend Minji as well because they know that she's in the right, and they
yeah,
don't
yeah.
want her to get flack from like the public and stuff like that.
Well, the
So
other female host is like, I'm really deflated right now because all I can keep on thinking is that how angry she's going to feel with us panelists because we have been judging her and we've been saying things, but I don't think they've been saying anything bad.
yeah, but I would have said much worse, and I wouldn't have cared, you know.
Yeah, look at us. If we were the panel, I mean,
Yeah,
yeah,
but we're not going to lose our jobs, and the whole society shun us, and all that. Yeah, so
yeah,
that's what they got to worry about. But
yeah.
we know what they
So
say. We know we can telepathically read their minds about this situation because we can see from their actions
they're
that
only
they
saying it
they
because
think
she's
the way we think.
crying. But if she didn't cry in that moment, they don't. I don't think they would have said that.
Yeah,
Like
but
she didn't have that.
they also felt bad for her when she was crying with Sung-hun as well, and when she fainted
Yes,
allegedly.
exactly. Every time she cries, she gets what she wants, which is like the
Yeah,
sympathy, right?
sympathy
So
from the
like
host, sympathy
literal
from the
literal
audience,
example of it.
and sympathy from the people there.
So then the female host say to Kyung-hyun, the guy on the right, like, you need to apologize. And then he looks off to the camera and he's like, yeah, we don't know you. We're really sorry we were talking like that. We thought we had you all figured out. We shouldn't have done that. Sorry. Like an official apology.
Yeah, but we know that's bullshit as well.
Oh,
He doesn't
what's the
care.
point in having the panel? If
No,
you
but
can't judge, are they constantly holding back? Like, I don't want that. I want you to be
no,
honest.
no, no, no. We know what we can read between the lines, and we know what they mean. It's good enough
Oh
for
my
me because
god.
they
I'm
can't
getting
get
really
cancelled.
good watching Korean stuff and these reality shows, reading between lines. Like I'm like constantly reading
Yeah,
like
yeah, yeah.
people's
But that's what you have to do in life because
intention. Yeah.
life is a dangerous game, and people have bad intentions. So you have to. There's loads of psychopaths and people out there that you need to like, be able to read between the lines and tell that this
Yeah.
person's not like telling the truth, and I need to get out of this dangerous situation and things like
Yeah.
that.
So then Mina-sue, so then Kyung-hyun, one of the hosts, says, look, Mina-sue has so much pride in herself and how she carries herself. She's so self-assured that she can't stand being criticized. Oh my god, are you giving like a glowing statement? Oh my gosh. So the other hosts say being criticized for her character in such a direct manner seems to be what really angered her and offended her.
No, I think that's just what triggered her. Let's be real about that. It's not what angered her and offended her. It's just what triggered her to come out of
Yeah.
her horrible
Yeah.
shell.
Jin-young, the host, says he liked that instead of getting riled up in front of Minji and making things escalate, Mina-sue took a step back, held it together, and then cried in private later. But that's not part of the victim mentality. That's why
Yeah,
you think
yeah,
she's a victim. That's why you feel
yeah.
bad for her because
He
she
doesn't.
didn't get
Yeah,
riled up. She
he
didn't
has.
do it, so it's a plan.
Yeah, because he hasn't come
But
across in anyone like her before. That's why he doesn't know.
I never. Yeah, I mean, I'm starting to think more and more like it was it's like a whole plan of hers.
It is.
But
What are your thoughts?
yeah, I don't know. I think because of the way that everything's gone down and the hosts have changed their opinion of her and everything's calmed down since then, and every time she's cried, like you said, the hosts have like switched their mindset. It has to be that like she's doing it on purpose, like kind of on purpose.
The only reason I understand like her every move, Mina-sue's every
I know
move, is because
I
of
know what
that
you're gonna say.
person. And no, but No, you're not understanding that person. It's like a perfect identical match. Like it's like a
Okay.
whole exactly
I
the
think
way
we
she
all get
moves
it.
is how she moves, and even
Yes.
like the physical like things when she's
They're
like
clones.
that, and
Yeah.
yeah. That's why you have to experience these people to know like how to avoid these kind of people.
Yeah. But sometimes I think like I find it really difficult to understand this dating show because you can't be your full self. The judges can't be them full selves. The people can't really like they're
But
constantly like
no,
hiding
but
like
even like on things like Love Island, you can't on any kind of reality TV show, you can't be your full 100% self. You know, like even the housewives are always like lying about stuff and doing stuff behind the scenes and things like that. No one's 100% themselves in public.
so the
You
fact that they
always
think
keep a
that
part of yourself to yourself.
she's they feel bad for Mina-sue. Does that mean that they think Minji is at fault here at all?
No,
Do you
because they
think?
did defend her and they didn't say anything bad. They didn't say
They didn't
one
say
bad
anything
thing
bad,
about
yeah. So the
Minji.
fact that they
They
didn't
were
say
very
anything
careful.
bad as well, I
Yeah,
thought that as well.
that's why I
So
know they're
then
on Minji's team.
so then the female competition, it's the pull the tail and the hat off your opposition, and it's the top three can end up choosing their dates to paradise.
I don't really like this game.
So
They always
it's
do
in the
this game.
trench. Yeah, yeah. I think it's a kids game thing that they, like
Yeah,
they
yeah,
always refer to like kids game, like
yeah.
in general. It's
Like
like
Squid Games.
like Squid Games, yeah. So, but if you go out, so you have to grab the hat and tail, but also if you go out of bounds of the trench, you end up being out. So then Minji's really excited in her confessional because she's like, finally, it's my time to shine, show them all who's queen here. Like, this is her
No, she
moment.
didn't say that. She said that in front of Mina-sue. She said that. She said,
No, she said it in the
finally.
confessional.
No, when
No,
she
she
had
said
that.
finally, but she didn't say the queen thing. That was in the
Yeah.
confessional.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So then Hyun-jae says, I smell blood. Because I think he's picking up on the fact that the girls are all like riled up. So then, and they really want it bad. Like I really felt it. Like all the girls wanted it
Yeah.
really bad. Did you not? Like
Yeah.
Go-eun, everyone, they really wanted it. Like their faces were like thunder.
Yeah. Mina-sue was like desperate as usual.
They were gritting their teeth proper. Okay, so then Minji said that I really want to be matched with Mina-sue. Oh, this is when she said the queen thing. She said, I really want to be matched up with Mina-sue. You dare come after the queen's suitor to court him? I'll teach you a lesson. Should I channel the stress you caused on me and unleash it on her?
I
Like,
love
unleash it on
that.
you? Kind of thing.
What do you think of that?
But then I was like, in that moment, I was like, oh no, is she going to get a bad edit here? Because of the crying thing, I
Yeah,
thought that
yeah, yeah, yeah. I was
I
worried
thought
as
the
well. I
bully
was
thing
worried.
would come true. Because I was like, Mina-sue's last thing was her just crying, and you, in her words, going in on her. And now you're like doubling down in the viewer's mind. Like she's doubling down, saying, I'm going to go at her. So I
I
felt
thought,
like she might look, to the audience, might look bad, but she doesn't to me. I feel like
yeah,
it's
but I
justified.
thought it was really light. She went so light on Mina-sue.
Yeah.
Right.
But in this right now in this
Yeah, yeah,
moment, Mina-sue looks like the victim and
yeah,
Minji looks
because she
like
played it that way. She played it that
the
way.
bully in like that's very loosely I'm
That's what
using her.
calculated people do. They play things to their advantage.
Yeah. So Mina-sue also says she really wants to go up against Minji too. And she was like, I want to show her that I'm someone not to be messed with. Oh,
Shut up,
okay.
Mina-sue.
Okay.
Shut up.
Mina-sue and Ha-eun are the first no, who was it?
Yeah.
Minji and Ha-eun were the first two.
Were they?
No,
You
yeah,
mean
they
it?
were. I
Okay.
mean, they've been coupled up. So, anyway, it's the ball thing. So, Minji and Ha-eun were put together.
Oh yeah,
Then
yeah.
it's Joo-young, Mina-sue, and Ye-jin. So it's they have the three-way,
Yeah.
and she always gets the three-way. So she's like, "How am I always in the group of three?" And then Go-eun and Hee-sun are together. So then Hee-sun and Go-eun go first,
No,
and
no. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah.
Hee-sun and Go-eun go first, and Subin says Hee-sun looks quite confident and determined. I think he wants her to win. It was quite an intense fight. Like their faces, like
Yeah,
Hee-sun
yeah.
was like they were proper going for it.
Yeah, but Go-eun tricked her. Remember to
Yeah,
get
so
the hat
Go-eun
off.
gets the hat off first, and then Hee-sun does. And then Minji the whole time is cheering for Hee-sun and coaching her in the water. Like she can't help herself. She's like, "Go, do
Yeah,
this, do that."
yeah. I loved it. I loved it. That's what
And then
I
there
do
was
when
like,
I'm watching sport and when I'm playing sport. Like I'm coaching the
"Oh
people.
yeah, yeah, yeah."
Yeah,
We're definitely like that. I'm like
yeah,
that too.
yeah,
I'm like, I think I'm in there. I think they can hear
yeah.
me. So there's a bit of confusion. They both fall in the water and they don't know who got the tail, but it ends up being Hee-sun who wins. So then Ha-eun and Minji go for it, and Mina-sue shouts out "Good luck" to Ha-eun from the side,
Yeah, to piss
like
off Minji.
a little
But
dig to
Minji
piss
don't
off
care.
Minji. And
She
the
don't care
host
about your
laughed.
stupid
They cut to
comment.
the host laughing, like, oh, obviously she did that on purpose. So then Minji just pushes Ha-eun
This is
out of
about,
bounds.
yeah. Yeah.
Like, everyone's like, she's so strong. She doesn't even bother about the hat and tail. She's just like,
Yeah.
yeah, I'm going to pick you up and throw you out there. So that's what she does. Then the three-way happens with Hye-sun, Joo-young, Mina-sue. Mina-sue and Ye-jin go at it first, and then Ye-jin's out first, which is, she's been out first in the whole competition in general, so
You know
suits
what I
her.
didn't get yet is that why are they all so scared of Minji? Like, I've never been in any kind of like sporting competition where I'm scared of the opponent. Like, I've
They're
never.
scared of her, not in sporting in general.
She's not scary at all. Like, I don't. Do you find her scary? I don't
And
find her
also, how
scary at
can
all.
you find someone scary in such a short amount? Like, what's? I don't know. I think it's probably her, the way she
She's
speaks and her
and she's
mannerisms.
confident and she knows what she's
Yeah,
doing. And I just
yeah,
think people find that scary.
yeah.
But I like there's nothing scary about her. And when you were like, if you were going into competition with her, like in this competition, if you were one of the girls, would you feel like scared, like getting in the ring with her, kind of thing? I wouldn't at all.
No,
I definitely, I think you could take her like in 5 seconds. Like
I
you
don't
could
know
just
about
like
that.
bum rush her and
They're
take her
like
and push her
super
out.
tall, all these girls.
Oh yeah, maybe it might be difficult for you.
So the hosts want Mina-sue to advance. So the hosts are on the sidelines being like, come on, Mina-sue, you can advance, because they want a Minji Mina-sue showdown, right? Like everyone
Yeah,
wants that. But Joo-young wins, and she's got fierce eyes.
I was
The
hoping for a
guys are
Minji
really impressed
Mina-sue.
with Joo-young. Huh?
I was hoping for that showdown as well.
Yeah. But the guys are really impressed with Joo-young winning overall.
Yeah, and I love the
And
face she made when she won.
yeah.
She was like,
She's
"Argh."
like, and then she looks, turns around, and she's like,
Like gritted teeth.
So then Hyun-jae says he didn't expect Joo-young to be that good, and then he's like, I think I fall in love after seeing that. Like he was like really like, wow, she is so cool.
Yeah.
So then Mina-sue says it was a huge bummer losing that. She was really upset because she really wanted to go to paradise. So anyway, the three-way, the three-way, when the people that won out of those individual groups, when they have this three-way, it's just so pointless because they all wanted different guys. We thought anyway, but
Yeah, but everyone's very competitive to like be the number one spot.
so they're all going for different guys anyway, but Minji assumes she's going to do well. She says in a confessional, like, I wasn't even thinking about, like, the competition because I knew I was going to win.
Yeah.
Which is just, like, that is very confident.
Yeah, that is so
She was like, I was thinking more about
bossy.
Seung-il and what was
Bossy
his...
move.
Yeah. She was like, I was thinking, in the moment, I was thinking more about Seung-il and what his feelings were and whether he even wanted to go with me to paradise since they hadn't had a chance to talk yet. Because she obviously spent all the time with Mina-sue. So then Seung-il was like, Seung-il's on the side and they're all chatting to each other because at first, both of those two gang up on Minji. And she's like, why are you gang up on me? Come on, like, go for each other. And they're like talking. And then Seung-il makes this weird face and he's like, ugh, why is there so much talking? Like, he's getting really annoyed.
He's just so dumb. Don't you feel like he's an airhead? Like, there's nothing going on upstairs.
One of the hosts is like, oh my god, he's got the attitude of like a husband that is like, they've been married for 10 years and like, he loves her, but he's irritated by her kind of thing.
Yeah. I see that as well.
Which is so true. I think that's with any couple, whether you're married or not. Like, there's so many things you despise, but you love each other. I also noticed Sung-hun, poor thing, in the back. He was all sad because he knew he wasn't going to paradise.
Yeah, it was sad. I've been feeling more and more sad for him. Like,
yeah. Hye-sun ends up taking off her own hat.
So stupid. That was such a stupid
like a
thing.
stroke of like weird twist of fate.
I mean, I don't understand.
And Ji-yeon takes his tail off from behind her, like a little sneaky move. But anyway, Seung-il's like, wow, Minji's really strong. And Joo-young starts shouting as Minji starts attacking her. And then
what was Mina-sue doing? Well, was she shouting anything?
Yes, she was shouting.
Nervously watching.
So then Minji just rips off Joo-young's hat and tail and then lifts her up and hugs. Like she literally just like rips it. Like so.
Yeah, and then smashes it on the ground.
Smashes it on the ground. And then she lifts up because Joo-young's in the water, so she lifts her up and hugs her. Like, you know, good sportsmanship.
Yeah.
So then all the guys are laughing, and Seung-il is really impressed and amused, and he's like, she's just too good. Okay, so then it's lunchtime, and
Yeah, but if he
Ye-jin.
found her so good and everything, and he's attracted to her, why didn't he talk to her this entire time? Like, it was really pissing me off so much as well. Just as much it was pissing off Minji. Like, I would have lost my shit, as you
No, but
know.
up until this point, she went off with Mina-sue, so she decided not to talk to him.
Yeah, but then
So
the
then,
whole lunch thing as
anyway,
well.
so we're at
Like,
lunchtime, and
I hate him.
firstly, Ye-jin starts talking, and hate her voice that they do, the voiceover. Let's eat some sweet potatoes. It's like really annoying. They make it extra annoying. Let's eat some sweet potatoes. It's like really
I think
annoying.
it's because some of the American voices are like really high pitched and like really annoying like this.
Oh God, it's just annoying. Mina-sue sitting opposite Ha-eun. Um, um, no, she's sitting opposite
Mina-sue's
Ha-eun, the new girl that
pattern,
came
yeah,
in,
yeah,
and she's like, "Your eyes are so big. My eyes are so small. I find girls with large eyes are attractive." I'm like trying to get some attention and play the victim again, I guess. Like,
yeah,
I need some attention. I've got small eyes, and she's just waiting for someone to be like, "No, you don't. You've got
yeah.
beautiful eyes." So
More
Seung-il's
pick me
like, so
energy.
Seung-il takes the bait, and he's opposite. And he's like, "No, your eyes are actually on the bigger side." And Joo-young's like, "You can't." So I don't understand what. Okay, I kind of understand what Joo-young said in this moment. She's sitting next to Mina-sue and says, you can't say that. You can get stoned for saying that. You've got to be careful." And then Seung-il and
Who was she
Mina-sue start
saying that to? That's what I
laughing.
didn't. No, that's
So
what I didn't understand. Maybe I think she was saying that to Seung-il, saying
yeah,
that Minji will stone you
yes,
to death.
yeah. That's what
Yeah,
I thought. That's exactly what I thought. I
but then
thought
I think it could be
she's saying
something else
like,
as
"Shut your
well.
mouth," because
Yeah,
Minji's like
right
gonna
there.
get pissed off. Yeah. So then, but Mina-sue was loving it, right? Because she's like,
Yeah, this is her opportunity to like rile up like, Minji even more.
and Minji's literally across the other side of the table, at the head of the table, and she's like looking over, getting irritated because obviously at this point as well, she's expecting Seung-il now to go and chat with her. So Jae-jin's sitting next to Minji, and he's like, "How are you doing at the moment? Like, is the big river of your mind staying calm?" Like, he always has to ask things in like this
Yeah,
artsy fartsy way.
but he knows that she's like
Oh, I know, yeah. Like,
reeling
obviously, these
inside.
guys have made friends as well. Like in between, like
Yeah,
all the platonic people are still like probably become quite close as well. So they probably know each
yeah.
other quite well by now. So then Minji's like, "No, like my mind is not calm. I wish it would be, but it's like driving me crazy." So then Mina-sue keeps chatting with Seung-il, and so she's getting more and more annoyed. Um, then Seung-il says on the table, "When Mina-sue was driving yesterday, I kept thinking I wanted to take a picture of her." This is not
He's
the
such a
moment,
fucking
Seung-il.
dummy.
This
He's
is
such a
not.
fucking dummy.
Stop opening your mouth. Shut your mouth. Like,
But it really
honestly,
makes me
he's a
think, like,
fool.
does he even care about like Minji's feelings or anything? Like,
But
is he that sick?
that's what the hosts say. They're like confused with his behavior. They think that he's just going along with.
No,
They're
me
like
too.
he's
I'm
probably
confused.
just going along with and laughing and going along with what Mina-sue's saying and her line of conversation. But
But he
they
never
wish he
even went
could
up to
spare a
Minji.
thought. Yeah, they were like they wish he could spare a thought for Minji and give her some attention as well.
Yeah, because he never even went up to Minji after the game and said like, "Congratulations, you won. You're amazing," or
Yeah,
nothing.
yeah.
That's
So
such
then
a sick
Mina-sue
move.
was like, Mina-sue was loving the attention. She was like, "Yeah, I was driving like this, right? With one hand. I was amazing, right?" Just trying to like literally, this is a definite Mina-sue, like trying to get some, get under Minji's skin.
Yep.
So Seung-il's like, but sometimes she steps on the accelerator a little too hard. So, and he's like, "Oh, he does this jolting action." So then Minji gets up. She's like, "I've had enough." She starts washing the dishes. Everyone's still sitting. And then Subin comes over and she asks him for a chat after he's done, which he agrees to. And then the hosts are like, "Ooh, she's fighting fire with fire. She's gonna like stir something up with another guy to get him annoyed." But I thought that my first thought in this moment was that I thought she was going to chat to Subin to find out about Seung-il. I don't know
Yeah,
if you
yeah. I
thought
thought
that.
that, or like to be
She wanted
like
to pick
someone
his
to like
brain
vent to
because they
or
went
something like that.
together
Yeah,
to Paradise. So she was probably like, because also they had the double date. I don't know if they knew that at this point, but I thought she would be like, "Oh, so how are they on their double date? Like, I need to get some information because
yeah.
Seung-il's not talking to me." But it ended up being like that.
Yeah, and I thought that she might think that like he's someone good to confide in or something.
Yeah,
Maybe they were close, but they didn't show it on
yeah,
on
yeah.
the they edited it out that they were
Yeah,
close.
I didn't take it as like, oh,
Yeah, I
she's
didn't take it
like
as
trying to
what
like,
happened.
yeah. So then Minji's like, in her confessional. She says, I resented him. I resented Seung-il. I thought he would come and sit near me at lunch. I thought, why is he sitting over there? Is it because he's not interested in me? He didn't even look at me once during lunch. He just kept talking to Mina-sue.
Yeah. I wanted to
And
punch them.
I don't think so. In this moment, this is what I thought. I didn't think that Seung-il likes Mina-sue, right? That's not what it is. We know he doesn't like her, but
Yeah.
this is a case and example of where he's showing his age. Like, I just don't think he gets how to show like reassurance. He's so young. I was gonna say little. He's really young, but this is how his immaturity is showing. Minji is like 30. We can't forget. And he's like 24, 25. Six,
Well,
I don't know.
I don't think it's because he's young. I think he's just really
But
thick.
he is, because the way he
And he
comes across
doesn't
like
pick up.
da di da.
Yeah, because
I'm just gonna like talk to
yeah,
Mina Sue about whatever she's talking
yeah, but
about.
look, it doesn't matter. What's his
He doesn't know
name?
how it comes across.
No, I don't think it's because he's young. I think it's because he's dumb. Because Subin is
Yeah,
also Subin is younger than him, okay? And Subin is very, very mature, like in
no, but they
thinking.
have
Yeah,
different personalities. So
yeah,
they're both young, but Subin's are more like he's got a thoughtful personality, whereas I think Sungil's very like
dumb.
airy
Well, dumb
fairy. Like, I
personality.
don't think it's, you can't have a personality that's dumb, but I think he's just like not.
He is dumb.
He's not paying attention. Like, he's just not that. He's not constantly aware. He's not an observer. He's not like that. He's just going with whatever's in front of his face. That kind of person.
Yeah, a careless person.
But it's like he's just. I feel like he's not even thinking about Minji. He's just assuming that she's a given. Like, he's taking
Yeah,
her for granted
yeah,
in this moment.
yes, you're
He
right. Yeah,
probably is in his
you got it.
mind, because
You hit
he's
the
like,
nail on the head.
there's no one else on her radar. So, like, it's fine. I'm just going to chat to these people. She's going to be there waiting for me. That's a really dangerous way to
Yeah,
behave, like, especially in these dating shows, but in general, it's a dangerous way to behave because it's very off putting. And people don't like to be taken for granted either way. Like, you should know that. Learn, Seung-il.
yes, you
So
loser.
then Minji says, I know it's rude to leave. So she then says in her confessional, she was like, I know it was really rude to leave the table when the others were still eating, but I just didn't want to keep watching that. I couldn't sit through it. Like, him talking to Mina-sue. And the hosts are like, of course she's upset. She put so much effort into the challenge. She wanted him to come up and say, good job, well done. Also, she's waited such such a long time for him to come back from paradise.
Yeah,
So he really, like, there's no excuse for him to not come up to her. Like, there's been so much
yeah.
time now. So this is when I noticed Seung-il's hair, by the way, at this lunch for the first time.
How could you have not noticed? It's like
when he was
like a
eating, his
hat.
head was
It's
like,
like a hat.
he was hair facing, like his hair was facing downwards.
It doesn't look like
All
a
I saw
wig.
was that.
There's no parting or nothing. You can't see any scalp. It's a wig. And because the female host said something about, oh, you've got so much
Oh,
hair.
yeah, later, yeah. So then Minji announces to the table. So she gets up and she does announce to the table. She's like, look, I'm finished, guys. I'm just going to go and, like, rest in the room.
Yeah, I'm tired.
So then that is when Seung-il decided to, like, he like, his ears pricked up a little bit, and he's like, he looks in it, he's in his own world, and he looks up for a second. He's like, oh, and then he continues eating, and then he's like, is she okay? Like, she's not
Maybe
sick,
ask
is
her
she?
that, you dumbass.
Yeah, so that's what the female host says. Like, go and ask her. So the
You don't
female
think he's
host said,
thick? You don't think he's thick? He is thick.
yeah,
He is thick.
that's what the female host is like. She's like, he's got so much hair on his head, but so little sense inside.
And that's what made you notice it, okay? I think that's what made you notice it. There's so much hair.
I feel like that's the saying in life. Like, do you think that could apply? I'm going to see if that applies to people in general. I want to see if the people that have a lot of hair are, like, stupid.
Well, there's Teresa.
I'm going to apply this
Teresa's, you can't
theory.
even see, like, she's got the
I don't know
tiniest
Teresa
forehead
like.
ever, and she's got so much hair. Okay. Also, who from what's it called? Teresa Judice that was, and that's what I just said. She's got so much hair, and there's like not much else going on. And also, who's that other one on Persian Style? The blonde girl, the blonde woman that's fighting with everyone right now. Yeah, from Persian Style. She's blonde and she's fighting with everyone. Everyone hates her, and she hates everyone. She thinks she's better than everyone.
Sky, yeah.
Yeah, Sky, that's it. Yeah, Sky.
Okay. So the other hosts say that why is he eating sweet potatoes as well? Like, go up, get up. Like, you're going to paradise anyway, so you don't need to be eating.
He's so dumb.
And then they're like, oh my god, this whole thing is going to cause so much misunderstanding, which I think so, yeah. So then Minji goes to the makeup room and she starts, like, doing things and, like, doing her hair, preening herself, but she starts crying. Like, she's getting annoyed, she's crying.
No, I didn't think she was crying. I didn't think she was crying.
She wasn't crying like
on the verge.
She was like she was like holding it back.
No, yeah, she was holding it back, but there's no tears. one, I think.
So then
She was just like
Han,
stressed.
he's got watery eyes. So Han comes in, the new girl, and she says like, "Are you excited to go to paradise? Are you ready?" And Minji's like, "I'm ready, but I'm not sure who I'm going to talk to or take with me this time." It
I
seems
love her
like
honesty.
Seung-il's, yeah, huh?
I love her honesty.
Yeah, she's like, it seems like Seung-il's made his mind up in paradise. Like she thinks that at this point that's Mina-sue. With all
Yeah,
the
but wouldn't
signs,
you? Yeah, but
Seung-il, all the signs point to that
no,
because
but
you
if you
can't see
were
what
her,
they're doing.
but if you were Minji, wouldn't you feel the same way as well? Like he has not had any contact with her at all since he got back,
Yeah, but
and he's
also
like
like these
chatting up with
people,
this girl.
as direct as they are, I would have just gone up to Seung-il because I can't deal with this
No, but
stuff.
she doesn't want to seem desperate. Like that's the whole thing.
No,
Like she doesn't
it's
want.
like I would go
She
up to
doesn't
him and be
want
like, look, I've got to go to paradise, so can you just tell me what the situation is so I can make my mind up? Like
no,
it's
but
a way to say
obviously
it.
you expect the person to like give you that much courtesy, like that you've been pursuing, like to tell you
But
this or that.
also, I
She don't want
also
to. She don't
they're
want
so
to. She's
close.
got pride. She's got pride in herself.
I know, but also they're so close up until this point that I feel like, wouldn't you think? I would think in my mind like he would tell me if he had
Yeah,
changed his
exactly. That's
mind.
what she is thinking.
No, he would tell me if he's changed his mind. So the fact that he's not telling me means he must
No,
still
but it's
like
all
me.
mixed signals because he's just chatting it up with
Yeah,
Mina-sue
but
and like laughing away, and he
yeah,
didn't go sit
but
next to her or anything.
I would put that down to he's being an idiot moment. Like this guy is so
No, then
stupid. Like I know he doesn't
why would
like
you want to
her,
pick him
huh?
anyway? Why would she want to pick him anyway if he was being an idiot?
No, there's so many things, but I wouldn't jump to that conclusion that he doesn't like me.
I
I
would.
wouldn't. I
I
wouldn't.
would definitely. Because it's not me. The math ain't mathing, and he just doesn't might not want to say it, or he might be scared to say it to me because like
No,
everyone
but
thinks
he's
I'm so
been so
aggressive and
direct to
stuff.
this point, so I don't think so.
Yeah, that's why it's hard for Minji to understand. It's like a whole change of personality. It's like he's got like
Yeah, but
brain transfer.
but the fact that he's been so upfront with her up until now, he's not going to look like a dickhead. Like this is on
I
TV,
don't
you
think
know.
he's
Like
got that many
I'm going to
brain
go to the
cells.
next girl. I think
No, but
like
I think he's
unless
too
he changes
dumb.
his mind, then
He's
I
too
think
dumb. He's too dumb to know that he's like looking like a
yeah.
dickhead.
But I think the whole time she was in Inferno, she was overthinking things as well, and like it
Yeah. You're
built up,
right.
and
Yeah.
then it didn't let herself just go up to him and be like, "Can you just tell me the situation?" Like she just kept waiting and waiting.
I don't think it's her
Um,
fault at all. I think it's his fault. Everything is his fault.
No, I
I
think
don't
it
see
is
any
his
fault in
fault,
her.
but I think if she wants clarity, that's your decision. You have to take charge. You know what I mean? Like, and
Yeah,
then you
but
can't fall back. You can't fall
yeah, but
back.
she didn't. She has pride in herself. Like I'm not gonna go. Like I wouldn't. Like I don't think you would as well. Like I wouldn't like run up to him and like go up to him and be like lower myself to go up to him and like beg him to find out what happened and like are you into me still or not? Like that's degrading for her. That's why she didn't
Yeah,
want to
but
do it.
look, there's so little time. Like, you've really got to just figure your stuff out. Like, there's no time to waste in this place. There's really not.
I'm just saying
Because that's how all
I'd
the
make the same moves as
misunderstandings
he
happen.
does.
The misunderstandings happen because you leave a whole day to not talk to someone. Oh, we're going to back tomorrow, back home. Okay, so then Ha-eun, who's the new girl that's talking to Mina-sue, is like, I'm not sure, like, that he's totally shifted it and made his mind up. I did talk to him a little, and Mina was obviously sitting across from him, right? And then Minji's like, yeah, that's what threw me off. Like, he's just sitting opposite her. They're like chatting and stuff. And then Ha-eun was like, well, when you left, he was the first to ask if you were all right and is she not feeling well or something. So she was like, oh, okay, whatever. So then Subin approaches the makeup room and asks Minji if she's ready to talk because she obviously said to him in the kitchen, when you're ready, can we talk? So he comes up to her, and then Seung-il is coming from behind as well at the same time. And she is like, and Seung-il's like, oh, can we like talk? And then she's like, no, I'm going to talk to him first. I'm going to talk to Subin first, and then I'll talk to you.
Yeah,
So
great, excellent job work,
putting him in his
Minty.
place again, yeah.
But also at the
Um,
time I thought, oh my god, you just missed him again. Like I just thought
yeah,
that
so
as
that's
well.
what the hosts think as well. They're like, oh my God, like just talk to each other.
Yeah, but then watching it for
Um,
a second time, I was like, yeah, well done, well done.
and Seung-il, another example of how he's clueless and he's like just not got
Thick.
it all
He's
together
thick.
because he walks away from that when she's like, oh, I'm going to talk to him first, and he's like, oh, he musters under his breath, things feel a bit different today, don't they?
Dummy.
It's
Of course they're different, you dumbass. Okay.
he's like, why is she acting weird? He has no clue. He has no
Because he's
clue
thick. He's
what
thick.
he's done.
Okay. No, she's dodging a bullet there with that dummy.
Yeah. But I think, like, again, if he had more relationship experience, he would know, like,
No, I think
you
he
have
has
to
had
know.
lots of relationships. I think he's just dumb.
I don't think he's had, like, mature, like, I mean, a relationship when you're younger is probably not the same, but anyway. So Subin asks Minji, so they're together now. Are you not well? Are you feeling sick? Because she obviously left for lunch, and she was like, no, I just don't have an appetite. And they're just saying that they do hope that she gets to talk. And the host basically say at this point, like, oh, she's with Subin. We hope she gets a chance to talk to Seung-il before Paradise. Then in the meantime, I-geon approaches Go-eun and says, she says that she's tired and didn't get much sleep. And he says, oh, did you just have a lot of fun yesterday in Paradise? And she's like, well, yeah, and she's a bit awkward. She asks him how it was for him yesterday in Inferno, and he was like, it was nice, the weather was good, the food was good, everything was good. And he had fun with Ha-eun, so he made a bit of a connection with Ha-eun. But he was like, we felt like siblings within 5 minutes of getting to know each other. Like, I was quite taken aback with how strong I felt about that. And then Go-eun makes a pinch face at him, like a cute face, and then he returns it. So they're like kind of like looking at each other.
I just noticed
And
how
then,
she was like struggling to stay awake through the whole conversation. Like she looks so weak and
yeah, I
tired.
felt that her energy was very sapped.
Because
Like, she looked very
obviously,
tired.
because Hyun-woo sapped all the energy out of her because she was probably worried, like, is
Yeah,
he going to
yeah,
make a
you're
move
so
on me in the
right.
middle of the night or something?
I was just
She was
thinking, who
probably
did she
freaking
go with?
out. I
Yeah,
thought that she'd be worried, like, all night, like, to sleep in the
yeah,
same room with him because, like,
yeah.
he's, like, crazy. Like, maybe
Okay,
he's
let's
giving
not
you
go that far.
serial killer, rapey vibes, okay? Allegedly.
No, that's too far.
Allegedly, okay?
Okay.
No, but he doesn't understand social. He keeps thinking that she's into him and, like,
Yeah,
touching him and her and inappropriately and stuff. Like, ugh, gross.
yeah. So then Go-eun asks, so where are you at, Opa? I can't figure out your feelings at all. And he says that talking to Ha-eun, my little sibling that I made yesterday, gave me a clear idea of what I'm feeling for you. Like a sibling versus someone I like feeling. Like I know she feels like a sibling, like a friend kind of thing. And you, I really do like. So then they flash back to the previous night, and Hyun's asking him, what if the person you're interested in suddenly does a 180 and starts pursuing you aggressively? And he's like, then I would kiss her. And then she's like, why are you saying that? And she was like acting like a little sister. And then he was like, he says to Go-eun. So in that moment, when I was talking to Hyun, I realized that Hyun felt like a sibling, but what I feel for you is romantic. So he says, how could you have been completely oblivious to that? I thought it was like obvious that I do like you. Is it just because I never said it directly and told you? And then he says, I thought you would just know without me having to say it, since we had so much fun in Paradise together. I thought it was like a mutual thing. And she nods and giggles, and he says he's learned something whilst being here. He needs to spell things out. He probably needs to just be a bit more vocal about stuff. Then he asks Go-eun, where are you at now? And then she's like, which I was shocked about. She said straight up, like, I like Sung-min. And I was like, what? Were you shocked that she just said that? Like, also
Yeah,
that she said Sung-min.
yeah, yeah. Yeah. I was shocked that she said Sung-min. I was like, are you dumb? Are you
All
dumb?
the hosts are
Obviously, you've
like,
got so much
whoa.
chemistry with this guy. Everyone can see it that she's got so much chemistry with this guy, but she's talking about Sung-min, okay? I think she thinks that he's like the safer option probably because this guy is like he's not like he seems quite dangerous like in her mind. Like we understand that he's a fuckboy, okay? Everyone knows,
Yeah,
you can tell, but that's why she feels like it's dangerous, and the other guy seems like a more stable, like solid kind of
yeah,
relationship. So, but
yeah,
she wants to go with the fuckboy because I mean, like who doesn't? Because
yeah,
it's more alluring, but she's
yeah.
trying to keep herself on that other path.
So yeah, so she says Sungmin, and the hosts are like, "Whoa!" They're like, but they're impressed with how honest she is and how upfront she is.
Yeah, I like
So
that
then
as
he
well.
asks, so the I-geon asks like if they've talked a lot, if like her and Sungmin have talked a lot, like where is this coming from? And she says, "Yeah, we chat quite a bit." She then says, "I want to keep talking to you though, like you and me, like chatting." And he asks, what did you say the kind of like he's remembering back to the Paradise conversation. He's like, what are the kind of guys that you usually date? What did you say? Did you say they were all like very different? She says, yeah, like I don't. She's saying like I don't have a type. He asks, what attracts you at first to someone? Actually, he's like, what turns you off? She says, I don't like short arms. This girl is all about the limbs.
No,
What?
upper limbs. It's the upper limbs. You're forgetting that. It's not about the feet or anything. It's
He
the upper
starts
limbs.
laughing as well, and he's like, I get that. Like, I don't know. It's a limb
Yeah,
thing.
T-Rex
It's
arms. You
a
know those
limb
tiny
thing.
T-Rex arms. People don't. No one likes T-Rex arms. You know, they're like this, and then they're just like, you know what I mean?
Oh my god, I didn't mean like this. Yeah, that is so funny. So he's like, yeah, it's something he notices too on people, and she also says that she dislikes people who don't apologize. Like, she doesn't like people who's
Can't apologize to others,
yeah,
basically.
can't apologize and say thank you and stuff like that.
Yeah, that's pathetic when people can't do that.
Yeah. So he compares. He starts making this comparison of like a natural body, or like your natural body odor to compare like compatibility.
Yeah,
He's like, it's not a good or bad thing. It's just whether like you
you're
like
attracted to the
like
scent,
whether you're attracted
basically.
to that scent. Yeah. She finds the conversation they're having interesting, she says, and she says,
Yeah,
I dated a guy once who was extremely honest about all his flaws, but because he was so honest about all of them, they ended up never feeling like flaws. He owned them with confidence. And she's like, I can't do that. Like, I don't own my flaws with confidence. So I-geon says, well, should we talk about our flaws, like one at a time? Oh my God. I'm drained actually at this point, to be fair.
no, I really liked the conversation. It was really interesting,
So
like the way they were going back and forth,
no,
and
it
there was
was
so much
interesting.
chemistry there as
It
well.
was interesting, but
You could tell
I
they liked each other, and it was chemistry, and it was flowing, and it was really cute
yeah.
and sweet. I found, but she
She
was
says
so
she can't think of
tired.
many. Yeah, she says she can't think of many things like any flaws right now. And he was like, "Okay, so should I just tell you mine? I feel like I have like loads of them. I found that being in a relationship is when he says that I find that when I'm in a relationship, is when things really hit me, and I end up making big changes in my life. I learn the most about myself when I'm in a solid relationship." And she says, "Yeah, like relationships can change you a lot. Like big things can happen in your personality. I think I always learn that what he says. I also learn what my rock bottom is as well." She asks, "Are you a good person?" Um, well, he's not going to say no to you, is he, Go-eun? I mean,
But neither of them said yeah.
so he asks it back to her and says, "I think I might not." She says, "I think I might not be to some people," and he says, "I would give the exact same answer. Like some people like me, some people won't. I feel
Yeah,
like we have a lot of honest conversations together." She says to him, and he says,
yeah, I feel that's
"Then
right. That's true.
yeah." And and he takes that as a positive. So he's like, then I think it's time you add me to the list of guys you like because you just said Sung-min.
Yeah, that was
So
cute
what
as well.
about
The way he
me?
did. Yeah, the
Hey,
way
what
he
about
did
me
that.
over here?
Yeah,
Little old me. And she was like, yeah, I will add you to the list. And he's like, great, thanks so much. Like as a joke. And then they laugh.
it was
And
cute.
then
It's cute.
she ends the conversation by saying, like, this is fun. Like, I like talking to you kind of thing. So
Yeah,
the hosts say it's not Sung-min, but Um, now that I-geon has made his feelings clear, this may be a catalyst to change her mind in the situation because she obviously only likes Sungmin because he's been so upfront.
yeah,
And I think Egon was upfront in Paradise. Like I think
yeah,
he
yeah.
was
But
showing his
then, but
feelings,
she didn't.
but
She
it
didn't.
was
But
early
then he went
days.
off. No, but he went off to like talk to everyone else after.
Yeah, and that was
That's what
yeah.
confused
So
her, and she was
he was
worried.
new to Inferno. So then he was maybe talking to other people. They just met each other there, so it was genuine for her to think like we just went to Paradise. He hasn't met anyone else. So if he hasn't
Yeah,
approached me after that, then he might like other people.
she's weary of him,
So, but
basically.
they think that the hosts think that she naturally has more chemistry, obviously, with
Yeah, we
Egon.
all know it.
So it can't be Sungmin. They're like, no, it can't be. But now that he said Egon that he likes it, this is it. It's gonna take off from here. Like it's gonna be them two.
Are we going on to
Um,
another scene now? Because we need to end the.
yeah, we are. So I was just about to say that as well.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
let's.
Okay, so like, share with all your friends and family and everything. Share us on social media as well. You can also follow us on all social media platforms as well. And we need 5 stars, guys. We really need the reviews. Please give us some good reviews. We need 5 stars on Spotify, and that will really help us. And also comment to tell us what you want us to do next. More Korean shows and this and that. And we'd really love to hear from you, wouldn't we?
Yes, we would love to. Please.
Okay, so we'll see you in part 2. Bye.
Bye.